Hi, welcome to the Light of Deception. I'm going to go ahead and add one more segment to the isms as according to deception before I redo all of them and bring them back up eventually. This one is really important. It's under the Sounds Good Is It column, the link there. And if you go underneath Karl Marx and Saul Alinsky and the Rules for Radicals, you'll find the Georgia Guidestones. I think in order to understand the full picture of what I've already presented, from the social gospel to social justice to social change agents to Christian socialism to socialism and the broad spectrum, Marxism, Karl Marx and the Rules for Radicals and Overthrowing Society and the ways to do it, is to understand what the Georgia Guidestones are. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief description of what that is and add this to the overall series that I'm doing, Isms Related to Deception. Here we go. Georgia Guidestones and the Ten Commandments. This is the title of this article. The Georgia Guidestones and the Ten Commandments of the Coming Antichrist. The Georgia Guidestones is a granite monument erected in 1980 in Albert County, Georgia, in the United States. A set of 10 guidelines is inscribed on the structure in 8 modern languages, and a shorter message is inscribed at the top of the structure in 4 ancient languages: Babylonian, Classical Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphics. The monument stands at the highest point in Albert County, about 90 miles east of Atlanta, 45 miles from Athens, and 9 miles north of the center of Alberton. The stones are visible from Georgia's Highway 77 and are reached by turning east on Guidestone Road. The structure is sometimes referred to as the American's Stonehenge. The monument is 19 feet and 3 inches tall, made from 6 granite slabs. Heights 237,700 and this is actually what it weighs. 237,746 pounds in all. One slab stands in the center with 4 arranged around it. A capstone lies on the top of the 5 slabs, which are astrological aligned, and additional stone tablet, which is set in the ground a short distance to the west of the structure, provides some notes on the history and purpose of the Guidestones. Guidestones, 10 Commandments of the Antichrist is what this is called. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give you all the 10 points, what they're calling the 10 Commandments here in this article. It says maintain humanity under 500,000 in perpetual balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nature with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Shall we go through the commandments one by one? So if you want to see this article, please go under the PowerPoints. It's going to be underneath, not within the PowerPoints, but underneath the link. It sounds good, is it? Now, this is what I was talking about when we were talking about dwindling down the amount of people that are on the earth. So if we're at like 7 billion people, and to dwindle down to 500,000 people, what is that going to look like when they start executing people, getting rid of people? How are they going to do that, and why? And who has the kind of money to put together these guide stones out of granite slabs? I want you to kind of think about those. It does refer to the New Age movement or New Spirituality, so there's some of that aspect in there. If you read, there's 2 back-to-back articles under the Georgia Guidestones. I recommend that you read those. You're going to be blown away as the plans, which this author was calling, of this article was calling it the new 10 commandments. It's another 10 commandments, right? Worldly kind of commandments, and they would say basing it on the Antichrist. There's an article underneath it. I want to just kind of give you the name of this article as well, so if you get interested in finding out more about this, it's called Mysterious Granite Monument, Unbelievable Facts. So go ahead and actually go into that one too. It's kind of nice to see more of a view on from more than one author to get a better picture. So I ask myself always, who, what, where, when, why? Who and what is going on, right? Who is writing the article? What's going on? Is this stuff factual? Can you actually see it? Absolutely, you can see it. I have pictures of it right here. You can visit it as well. It's off the road. It tells you how to get there. So, and then I'm thinking that was in 1980. So here we are almost 40 years later, right? In 2020, it'll be 40 years. So if this is what they're implementing, and they're using movements to come against each other, if they're going to use the climate to go ahead and make a cause that the world's going to end in 2030 or whatever it is, so then it brings in the 2030 agenda, doesn't it? Or that started off as the Agenda 21 is now called the 2030 Agenda, because they set a date in 2015 to make it 2030, that all these goals are going to be already set in place, right? So what does this look like for mankind? Really start asking those questions so it can help you stay out of the light of deception. Thank you. Until next time.